Hi, welcome to my professional development series. We're going to talk about how to write a resume. Why is a resume so important? So let's just think about it. A resume is important because it talks about your skills, your achievements, and your experiences and how they relate to the job that you're applying to. And so you always want to have a clean resume that you could present to your employer, highlighting your skills, achievements, and experiences. And so let's go through the steps of how to write a resume. We're going to give an example of how you're writing a resume for software engineering. There's also going to be more follow ups on resume writing and the best things to put into your resume. The purpose of that resume is how to get you into the chair of the hiring manager so you can explain in more detail on how you are the right candidate for that position. Please stay tuned to learn more on how to develop an effective winning resume so you can land your next job. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So I am doing professional development series and I have a professional development video that will be posted every Thursday for the remainder of 2023. So this first professional development video is how to create a winning resume. So on that, I will go through the structures of building a resume and I will actually show you all the steps. So let's begin first and foremost with opening a Word document. So first we're just going to go to Word. Everyone, if you have Microsoft Word, so I'm going to just open a new document. And so in the document, we're going to start to build our resume. The first thing that you want to put on your resume is your first and last name. So just for example, I'll put first, and I'll show you how to start building out the resume. Usually you type your first and last name, and then you will highlight this section here, and you would make this bigger. You will move this center if you would like, and then you would make it bigger. I usually use 24 for this. And I usually use Times New Roman for my resume, but you could use Arial or whatever you want. So now I'm going to walk through a resume that I've already created and go through the steps. Like say now you're applying for a software engineering job. So let's see how you're going to put all of those into your resume. So after you put your first and last name, then we're going to go through the other sections of the resume. You want to now put your summary. All right, so after we put our first and last name, before we go to our summary, then we want to put our location. So again, this resume is for software engineering. So I'm going to save this file as software engineering resume. This is in my professional development series. So now as I went to save this resume as software engineer resume in my professional development series. So after you put your first and last name, then you want to put what is your location? Like where are you? So in this case, this example, I live in the Bay Area, California. This is my phone number. So you put your location, your phone number, your email, and you can add your LinkedIn as well. Then from there, you're going to write your experience, your professional experience. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do, your professional experience? So you normally want to put a summary of what you are looking for and what you have already accomplished. So in this one, it reads that for the software engineer, I have over 6 years of experience in full stack development and leading product cycle from conception to completion, guided a team of 5 to 15 members through 5+ product launches at a recent experience in high growth technology startup. All right, so once you've put your summary, so then you're going to list your experience. You always start off in chronological order, and you want to start with your most recent experience. Like, what are you doing now, your current job? So in this case, you work for a company called Resume Worded. It's in New York. You started working there in 2020, and you worked there as a software engineer. So you want to list and highlight the most important things that you do at this job and how it relates to the job that you're applying to. So in other words, since you're applying for this full stack software engineering, you're going to list that you did some systems. So if you read the first one, you created an invoicing system by subscribing services that manage monthly invoices and printed invoices to be sent to customer, increase comparison rate by 15%, which is good. You also did some Q&A testing. So you collaborated with internal teams, including graphic design and Q&A testers, to develop and launch a new application in just 6 months, ahead of schedule by 6 months. So that's wonderful. So it shows that you're a really efficient worker, which is good. Employers want that. And you wrote usable unit test documents to ensure quality control, detect bugs by increasing over 35% efficiency rate. Again, very good. So now you're going to go with what was your job after that in relation to the position you're applying to. So you were a software engineer again, but this time at Growthis in San Diego, California. You worked there for 4 years, so that's good. It shows that you have been in a job stability for a good number of time. You have again a small amount of bullets. You want to keep that you're not having too many bullets, anywhere from 3, I would say, to 7. You really don't want to go over having like 7, 8 bullets. This one is just keeping 4 bullets or 5 bullets, which is really good. So that position, you analyze information to determine, recommend, and plan redesign of new AI, API presented outcomes to the CTO, Chief Technical Officer. You analyze user needs and software requirements to determine feasibility of design, ensuring project completion 3 weeks prior to targeted due date, which is really good. You were able to release and update 15 custom net apps for company clients in health niches, which is good. You wrote Python and JavaScript libraries to display real-time pricing via Skyscanner flights, really good. Pricing API leading to increased customer satisfaction. Your job tip is that bullet points should be so when you're writing this, your bullet points should be formatted action verb, accomplishment, metrics, i.e. develop X that led to Y% of improvement. You always want to have an action verb and accomplishment. That's how you write all your bullets. As you can see, the action verb is analyze. The accomplishment is that you recommend and redesign AI. That's what you did. And then you presented outcomes to the CTO. So you always want to have your resume in that kind of language, and it really helps to sell your resume and for you to get the job. So then one of your last experience here, you were a front-end developer, and this is your action verb that you use is implemented. You implemented this new response website approach, increasing mobile traffic by 22%. So you're showing what your result is. That's what you achieve, your metrics. You partnered with back-end developers and created dynamic website pages using JavaScript, resulting in website leads increasing by 15%. Perfect. Again, partnered with back-end developers and created dynamic. That's your action verb. And then your outcome was that it led to increase in 15%. Again, you collaborated on APIs and managed software workflow using Scrum methodology. So this is what you did. You collaborated and managed. That's your action verb. And it showed that you used this method. And your outcome or your metrics is that you increase the task success rate by 25%. So again, these are your job tips. You always want to use this bullet point, format, action verb, accomplishment, metrics. And if you continue that for all of your resume, it will be really good. So I'm just scrolling out to show all of the resume. Then the next thing, you just want to add your education. So you have a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. You're on Dean's List. Highlight anything that you've achieved in your education, awards, Dean's List, top of your class, valedictorian, salutatorian, that kind of things. And then always highlight your skills and other maybe skills that you have related to software engineering. This one, JavaScript, Python, advanced SAP, HTML, XML, Scrum methodology, database management. All of those are good skills. Software development lifecycle, really good. So you also want to highlight if you did extra things like volunteering or created something. So you volunteered at the junior developer and the iOS hotel booking application launch project for 3 months, and that's really, really good. So it shows that you have extra. You could even have some personal things if you like you're a good runner, like marathon runner, those type of things is good. You don't want to vlog up your resume with too much of that, but it's always good to have something that relates to what you're applying for, ideally. But if not, you could have some personal stuff too. So this is a sample resume for software engineering. If you like this content, I will show more how to do different resumes for different career paths, and also giving some more pointers. But this will be the first step when you're starting to prepare for a new job. Have a great resume. This one is a simple one. There are a lot more advanced. Depending on your career, I could talk about creating a CV if you're in the academic or more of that nonprofit type of industry, or just depending on. But if you're IT and engineering, you probably want to keep your resume short, 1 to 2, maybe 3 pages max. So I could show all different variations, but this is just a simple one. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share this with your friends and family. Take care and have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Dr. Jem. Bye now.